Deborah. Good morning, our Urban Cast viewers. We're live in Pineville, Louisiana. Right before you will see a whole bunch of American flags as far as military flags flying. This is Central Louisiana Field of Honors 2024. And I have Miss Debbie right here in front of me, and she wants to tell her story about her loved one.
I walked through this field last year, a month after losing my husband of 40 years. And I thought of all that he went through for our country. The Vietnam veteran who served proudly 2.5 tours. What he saw and what he did for our nation will always be remembered. So if you have a veteran in your life, please give them all the love that they deserve. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Debbie. Like Miss Debbie, there are so many stories about our veterans out there. And this is our opportunity to share with you, our viewers, the stories of the lost, the love, the ones who sacrificed or gave the ultimate sacrifice, and that was their life for this country. So you and I can be free. So this program is scheduled to start at 9. We're going to stay live during this time and allow families and friends to tell their story about their loved ones. As you can see, it's a beautiful day in Pineville, Louisiana. We'll pan the camera around. You have family and friends. People are still coming in. You have people who are touring the flags. You have the Pineville Fire Department on scene. We have Alexandria City Marshal Jerome Hopewell. He's one of the sponsors for this event today. Good morning, Mr. Hopewell. How are you doing?
Thank you for having me.
Can you tell us about this event today and what made you want to be
This is
involved?
our second year. First time we came just as a guest, and it's a wonderful event. It's something that they really started promoting heavily after last year, and so we decided to get involved. It's just a good way to recognize those people who done a lot in our community. And it's a wonderful day, sunny day. I encourage everybody to come out.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Y'all staying busy, huh?
Yes, sir. Good morning. We have Mr. Dwayne with us. He's with Flag Foe of.
Exchange Club of Central Louisiana, and we do the Field of Honor.
Gotcha. So tell us about the Field of Honors.
The Field of Honor was a project that we came across 3 years ago. Our past president, Martin Masson, he seen this, asked me if I would chair it. It was his brainchild, and we started this thing 3 years ago, and we're just trying to get it to grow.
And how can you get it to grow? How can Central Louisiana help this program grow?
Anybody can purchase a flag, donate to a flag, and honor anyone they want to honor. It does not have to be military. It can be an everyday hero. It can be a school teacher. It can be a child. Anywhere that you want to honor, you can do it with these flags. And the great thing about this, it's only a $40 donation. These are 3x5 flags. You get to take these home with you. They are yours whenever you're done. And your loved one has a tag on that flag with their name for everybody to see.
So if they're interested in supporting this event for next year,
we have an online site for Field of Honor on Central Louisiana. We also have hard copies of forms that the Exchange Club passes out to people. So if they want to just get a hold to the Exchange Club of Central Louisiana, then we can get them in touch with flags. We also have it on Facebook and other social media sites for people to get.
Gotcha.
Hopefully, word of mouth is going to be the best thing that we can get.
Thank you so much for your time. And we will encourage all of you to go to their social media page and follow them. And we'll put a link up on our comment section later on today. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you. We have 2 minutes until the ceremony officially begins. 2 minutes. This is located in Pineville, Louisiana. Hey, ma'am, how are you doing? Doing well, and yourself? Good. Hey, Jim. You have a loved one's flag?
No, I have a newspaper article. Right.
Okay, good deal. Good deal.
Rappy's Parish Journal.
Okay, good deal. Nice to meet you. And we're with Urban Cats.
Yeah, I think I might have met y'all at. Did you go to the Chamber of Commerce in Natchitoches? Okay, somebody from Urban Cast was there, I think. I got a card, but I don't have it with me.
Gotcha.
But I think somebody might have been there.
So y'all get around pretty. Y'all move around.
I move around. I call myself a hobby journalist because I don't have a journalism degree. I just am somebody who moved back to town last year, and I go to movies and plays and festivals and fun stuff and mental health stuff. You know? So
that's all that matters. At the end of the day, you having fun.
I write for like just different little magazines, 318 Central and stuff. I just send anybody anything, you know.
If you need another platform to send to,
okay,
we're available.
Hey, let me tell you, my day is this. Farm camp, a Taylor Swift camp, crumble cookie opening. I pick what I do. I choose what I do, and you want to cover it. If you want to run it, great. If not, I'm going anyway.
All right.
That's my thing. Hey, I got a card, actually. You can seriously let me know if anything falls in my kitty purview. You just, yeah.
Gotcha. Thank you so much. As you can see, we're about to get started. It is 9. We do have elected officials, and good morning. How you doing? Doing well?
What behind you? You probably already live.
I'm already live. That gives you opportunity to talk.
I'm gonna stand behind you.
We do have dignitaries. We do have the mayor of Pineville, City Council, Nate Martin, Jerome Hopewell, Representative Jeff Powell, Superintendent, representative from the Sheriff Department, Mayor of Ball, Gail, Miss Gail.
I'll take it. But she's so sweet, but nonetheless, it's so patient. So, watch your work. What happened?
Tom said good. 3 o'clock.
At 3.
What happens when you're retired? And your wife has on your 60th.
We want to go ahead and take this time to thank our sponsors, Long's Product, National Tire and Auto, Saddler Towing, Math Makes Sense. If you're interested in being a sponsor, you can always give us a call or just inbox us.
We're going to get started before it gets too hot out here, so it's going to get hot quick. I want to welcome everybody to the 3rd annual Field of Honor put on by the Exchange Club of Central Louisiana. I thank everybody that came out here. I know it's a little warm and a little early for some people, but thank you very much for coming out here. We'll get this thing cranked off. I don't see, is our current president here, Jim Rogers? Did he make it? I don't see him out here. Okay. Jim just got, he's our president-elect, just got into office yesterday, as a matter of fact. So he is the current president of the Exchange Club of Central Louisiana. I am the chairman of the Field of Honor. I had a co-chairman that we are honoring the field this year in his name, which was Martin Masson. Unfortunately, Martin passed away in February unexpectedly, so he didn't get to see the field come to life this year. And Martin did a lot of work for me, a lot, and I appreciate him very much. So we're going to go into the invocation and the Pledge of Allegiance, and I'll call up Nathan Martin for that.
Would you join with me as we pray? Feel free to stand if you're able to. Father, on this day of remembrance and celebration, we're grateful that you allowed us the privilege of being born in these United States of America, or to be citizens or residents of this great country. Each one of us has a different story, and that makes this nation great because of the melting pot that you called us into. And we're thankful for those whose lives they deemed less valuable than the country's life, who stood for something greater than themselves, those whom we honor. And on days like these and Memorial Day, and every day for those who watch them go across the horizon into the eternity that you have for them. On this day, as we consider what each of those stars and each of those stripes represent, the sacrifice, the honor, the valor, the sacrifice, the courage, the freedom that you've given us, we say to you, thank you for those who gave, and to you who gave us this great thing called liberty. May we cherish it, value it, guard it, and defend it. And may every time we look at that flag, we be reminded of all who sacrificed for us to enjoy a day like today of freedom. We honor them in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Would you join with me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And now we'll have Tom Boucher up here for the national anthem.
Please stand if you can. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Nathan. So now we're going to bring up our guest speaker for today, and I just want to say thank you very much to the city of Pineville. Those two gentlemen that just got up here, they're Pineville City Councilman, and our next guest speaker is going to be Mayor Rich Dupree of Pineville. So I thank those guys very much for coming out here and doing this for us. Mayor.
Thank you very much. It is an honor to stand here and to be with you and to help represent what this day is about. It is a very, I'd like to say we planned it, and we did in some ways, but in the past, I know we've had kickoff ceremony for our Field of Honor, and other times like this one where it works out, where the full week actually is ending on Flag Day, so that's very appropriate as well. But before I get into a couple of comments, and I promise you we won't be long, this partnership, and Dwayne mentioned about Martin Masden and his unexpected passing. He was Batman and Robin, those two, in putting this together. And you know, in my mind, Batman kind of hadn't been the same since Robin went away, and I think that the similar sentiment might be felt today. But this is the third annual. We're looking forward to continuing this effort, not just because it's a beautiful view when you drive into Pineville to look and see this Field of Honor, but because of what it means. It meant something to Martin from a patriotic standpoint. It means something to each one of us in a different way. There are family members that are represented behind us, loved ones that maybe have only been gone a short time or have been gone a long time. And I really, really, truly want to say I appreciate the opportunity for the city of Pineville to work with the Central Louisiana Exchange Club. So with that in mind, and through the creativity of our CAO, Doug Gann, Flag Day 2024 presented to the Exchange Club of Central Louisiana with our hashtag Pineville Proud, which we really are of this Exchange Club. So congratulations. We'd like to present this to the club.
official photographer there. Thank you. But again, thank you for the opportunity to be here and to have this chance to say just a few words that reminds us why we are here. I also want to say thank you to our Pineville City Council that is very well represented here today, along with many other elected officials. You saw Nathan Martin and Tom Boucher, 2 of the 5. Thank you as well to Mary Galloway. And I'm going to recognize some folks, and if you'd hold your applause to the end, I would sure appreciate it. But Mary Galloway, that's here, Christy Frederick and Kevin Dorn, they make up our Pineville City Council, and I really appreciate those guys. Obviously, we couldn't do what we do without the support of every employee, our fire department, our police department, our public works that are all represented here today. Also want to give some special shout outs to our sheriff's department and Mark Wood, who is out of town for the past week, but texted personally to me that RPSO would be represented, and they really are. Thank you, Deputy Chief Mike Jones, Tommy Carline, all the deputies that are here representing RPSO. Craig Smith from the Rapides Parish Police Jury. I know, so Craig, thank you for being here, as well as our assessor, Rick Ducote. Thank you, Rick, for being here as well. So glad to have our Pineville City Marshal, Murphy Rachel. I saw Murphy, there he is, and not far from him is our Alexandria City Marshal, Jerome Hopewell, and some of his team. So thank you guys for being here today. I appreciate, of course, our school superintendent, Jeff Powell, for being here. And again, other officials, I'm trying to see Reddix Washington. Thank you, Reddix, for being here. And I was saving the best for last. She told me I have to get a matching shirt, so I'm going to work on that. My wife would be a little insulted because I didn't put my jacket on, but there's a good reason for that, because it's warm. But Mayor of Ball, Gail Wilking, thank you for all you do to support us on this north side of the river and what you do to support Rapides Parish. So thank you so much. Appreciate you. Again, I appreciate the folks that come and stand in support of what we're doing here today. Flag Day commemorates, of course, something that the Continental Congress did on June 14th, 1777. And I quote, that the flag of the United States shall be of 13 stripes of alternate red and white, with a union of 13 stars of white in a blue field representing the new constellation. That was the resolution that was adopted by the Continental Congress in 1777. And while there have been many design changes since then, obviously as the country has expanded, the flag as it started was first carried into battle on September 11th, 1777 in the Battle of Brandywine. The American flag was first saluted by foreign naval vessels on February 14th, 1778. And it first flew over a foreign territory that same year in 1778 in Nassau, Bahamas, when the American troops captured a British fort. But it was not, however, officially issued as a proclamation by the President of the United States until Woodrow Wilson in 1916 and President Calvin Coolidge in 1927, when they issued proclamations asking for June 14th to be observed as a national flag day. And it wasn't until August 3rd, 1949, so you do the math, from 1777 to 1949, when Congress finally approved the observance and President Harry Truman signed it into law. So that gives you just a little bit of the history of what we know today to be Flag Day, and why it is important to honor our country in the way that we do. A couple of interesting facts really quickly about flags, the United States flag. There have been 27 different flags. That's right, 27 different versions so far. And if you're not counting the versions that existed before the official flag design was adopted, basically the number of stars changed when a new state joined. And why is that? Because, you want to obviously represent those that joined. And sometimes two states might join at the same time, which you had happen when Alaska and Hawaii were added. But that's just a little interesting fun fact about the American flag. I would found this next note very interesting as well. Nobody knows the real flag designer. Some would say it was Betsy Ross. Some would say it was Frances Hopkinson. But advocates have stories about both. Obviously, Betsy Ross, the Philadelphia seamstress, is most known for it. But Frances Hopkinson was one of the signers of the Declaration of Independence, and he was an artist. And he actually laid out a design for the flag. Be that as it may, the first Stars and Stripes is often referred to as the Betsy Ross flag, and that's what I learned whenever I was in high school and in college. So that's something that I think we'll all just defer to Betsy Ross for. Third, the U.S. flag was the first flag on the moon. Some of you remember when Neil Armstrong stepped onto the moon soil. Quite an achievement. The very first flag placed there then. But it's not the only U.S. flag there. After 5 Apollo missions in each of them, an astronaut has placed a flag on the moon's surface. China, by the way, if you were ever on Jeopardy, was the second country to place a flag on the moon. Can the U.S. flag be retired? Yes, it can, just like you and I can. Once the Stars and Stripes start showing signs of wear and tear, and we keep an eye on that flag to make sure and it's getting to the point where it will need to be replaced soon. How much, Doug? $2,500 for that particular flag. A little bit cheaper than the flags you and I may have at home, but that flag will be retired properly, just like any flag should be. Just outside Pineville City Hall, we have a bend that was created by a local Boy Scout, and the Boy Scouts still come and empty that bin for us every couple of weeks and make sure that those flags are disposed of properly. And so keep that in mind. If you have a flag, there is a bin just outside the door to the utility office where you can, and it's properly marked, so you'll know that's where the U.S. flag will be properly destroyed. And of course, another fun fact, can a flag fly day and night? And yes, it can. And of course, as you know, that when the flag is hoisted and it's left up overnight, there has to be light that is shined on it. We've made those proper arrangements as well. And of course, want to encourage you that if you decide to install a flagpole in the front of your home, unless you're an early bird and you raise it and you bring it down before the sun goes down, keeping a light on it is what is expected. So just some interesting facts, fun facts, if you will, about the U.S. flag. The biggest thing to me that the U.S. flag represents, and I will say this because Martin Masden was certainly that person through and through, is it represents patriotism. It represents a belief in your country and the people that make up that country, and that you're willing to stand and you're willing to die for that right. And while we miss Martin and we miss his contributions to this organization, the Exchange Club of Central Louisiana, his work with this particular field of honor, the city of Pineville is dedicating itself to make sure not just his memory, but this opportunity continues and grows. And we've got a lot of green space here that I hope to see a couple of hundred more flags on next year for Flag Day and the week of Flag Day. So again, on behalf of the Alexandria and the whole region of members that make up the Central Louisiana Exchange Club, on behalf of the city of Pineville, and of course on behalf of the folks that help make this possible, we say thank you to our local vet organizations that are represented here today. We have, if you'd raise your hand when I call out your particular group, AMVETS, you just raise your hands as members of the AMVETS, our combat vets that are here. Yes, indeed. Thank you. Our motorcycle vets spread around as well. VFW, that's here. Members of the VFW, Department of Veterans Affairs, Vietnam veterans. I received a beautiful challenge coin that will go on my desk, representing those that did not come back from the Vietnam War. Former mayor of LeCount and head of the local American Legion post in Alexandria, Craig Phillips. Saw Craig here earlier. And so again, appreciate those folks. And again, there's sponsors that the Exchange Club has that makes Field of Honor happen. And again, City of Pineville is honored to be a part. Thank you for the blessing of being able to be here today and to share this moment with you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you to the City of Pineville and the Mayor Rick Dupree. So what does the Exchange Club do with these proceeds that we get from these flags? Some of our service projects, One Nation Under God, City of Alexandria Veterans Day Tribute. We do cash awards for winners of the Veterans Day essay contest. We do scholarships for our Youth of the Month and Youth of the Year. We have our national projects, Child Preventative Abuse Month, and we do a lot more community service projects with St. Mary's, the Treehouse, and other organizations that we donate money to. So the money that the Exchange Club raises and all the things that we do in central Louisiana stays right here in central Louisiana and goes right back into the community. Some of the sponsors I would like to recognize for this year, we had our gold sponsor, which was Mockler Beverage. We had our Liberty sponsors, Kirk Cooper, Kinetics Broadband, Procter & Gamble, the Rapides Foundation, Wellspring Advisor Group, and Wendy's. Our community sponsors, Matt Davis, and Mr. Matt Davis is out here today. Thank you, Matt. Despino Tire, Paul and Susan Hebert. Paul is out here. He's our past president. Hilltop Nursing Home Center. And guys, if I don't see you out there, just raise your hand as I call the names out. Miss Ann Masson and Masson family. Thank you, Miss Ann, for coming out. David Michelle's standing right back there. Naomi Heights Nursing Home and Rehabilitation Center. Greg O'Quinn, Rapides Parish Sheriff's Office, and I know you guys are well representing us out here today. Red River Bank, Veterans, Vietnam Veterans of America, Chapter 1131. Thank you guys for coming out today. Mr. George and Phyllis Vilar, sitting right over here in the audience. And supporters, Darrell Andrews, State Farm. Alexandria City Marshal, Jerome Hopewell. Tom Easterling, Hayes Manufacturing, Kramer Funeral Home, Maddie and Charles Phillips, and Charles and Tony Patadakes. Thank those people very much, and all the individuals that did flags for us also. If we could fill this entire area, that would be lovely. We have room for over 400 flags in this area right here. So that is our goal, to have this whole area just completely full of flags. And we need everybody to get the word out. Tell your loved ones. We always hear after the fact that, hey, I would love to be a part of this. It's so hard getting the word out. So with the help of all of you out here today, that would help this thing grow even more. Last year we had over 200 flags. This year we have 109 flags. Like I said before, my help that was running around unexpectedly, so we didn't get to do as much as we wanted to do. But it's a great cause. It is the only official flag display done by Colonial Flag Company in the state of Louisiana. It is the only official one done. So nowhere else does a flag day like we're doing here. So something good to be a part of. And once again, we appreciate everybody that takes a part of this thing. And you honor anybody you want to. It's a great deal. you get to keep this flag, and you get to pick this flag up tomorrow from 9 o'clock to 11 a.m. in the morning. We'll be out here. And if you want to walk the field today, the flags are in alphabetical order by the person that donated their last name. So it starts here alphabetically with the A's. It goes on down to the end, from the end back up, and just zigzags up and down. So if you want to look at the flags that you may have out there, that's how they are in order. Our members of the Exchange Club asked to stay behind after the ceremony is over so that we can do a group picture out here of the flag and family, members of family. So once again, thank everybody for coming out. I don't want to keep anybody out here much longer because it is getting warmer by the minute. Thank everybody for coming out and being a part of this event. And thank the city of Pineville once again. Thank you.
We want to take this time to thank all our UrbanCast viewers for tuning in. We ask that you share this post with a friend. Tag someone that might be a veteran or serve these United States, or someone who might be interested in donating or contributing to this Exchange Club for Field of Honors. If you're looking for effective advertisement, you can always give us a call at 318-449-0937. Again, if you have a business and you're looking for effective advertisement, give us a call at 318-449-0937. As we always say here at UrbanCast, stay safe and stay vigilant.